clan, gilaspinus.com. A recent war. Earlier, I showed you guys the Talon 8 attacks. Now I'm going to show you guys the Talon 9 attack. And I was impressed with this attack, the first attack right here. And I'm going to show you this, because this was a queen walk with a low level queen. It was attacked by Jim. Got my son Paul Zeiler helping me out with music. See, here we go. It's like right now this space right here has interesting because it has a max expo, max cannon, and some of the arch towers. If you guys didn't know, it's like the cannon is actually now has more, it's more potent than what it was before. There was a lot of issues with the queen walk. It's like too overpowered, so a lot of kids like complain. It's like, it's like, oh, the queen walk is destroying me. Well, anyway, see, poison spell was dropped perfect. It was dropped like right in front of the queen. It's not right behind her or around her. I mean, it was like dropped perfect. And since this is the low level queen, you gotta take care of her with rage, soon as possible. Soon as the health comes down to half, you But here comes this kill squad. You didn't really need to bring a wall breaker in this one because you have the max Valkyries and you got this little walls or low level walls. They'll pretty much eat it up. Boom, queen is dead. And as soon as they get in the core, you just put the heal spell on them. They're pretty much gonna be lasting a little bit longer. See, there's only like 3 Valkyries in there. It's like just eat, or 4 Valkyries. They're eating up the wall. Hmm. Somehow it's like the bowlers like went around the side, which was perfect. So queen is on the other side, queen on the other side, and then basically the kill squad. All the Valkyries killed everything in the middle. Now they're about to go meet in the middle. You could have used the wall breaker like in this section right here, but I guess you didn't need to. Fast this forward. Alright, our next attack will be number 15. This was actually a really impressive attack. It's like I really see like air attacks nowadays. This was a really good attack by Hozo. He's one of our good air attackers. Uh, there you go. Use the earthquake spell to get access on that 2 air defense. This space right here is actually perfect for air because you have the queen, uh, clan castle troops, and 2 air defense on one side. I don't know why he didn't drop the. Well, probably because he didn't want to get in range with the queen. But I don't know why he didn't drop the earthquake spell like right there. Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't know now because he was waiting for the funnel. That was really, really smart. That was my fault. Our clan actually don't like you using earthquake spell, but in this case right here, you have to use the earthquake spell to actually get access to the space. See, everything right here is getting destroyed. Now here comes the lava hound. You could have spread this like in a V formation, like coming from the both sides, like this right where the balloon came from, instead of like all 3 of them, like right next to one another. But still, though, this attack was pretty impressive. It was like everything was like timed right. Dropping the loons all the way around. You get the lava hounds like tanking for the balloons, and balloons here they come. You know, you get the drop the last haste spell. I don't know why he had the air condition is like facing down, like both of them. Could have like set up in the middle of the base, or actually So that's the reason why this base was like perfect for air attack. Speed it up. Space is dead. Okay, next attack will be number 14. This attack was attacked by Mr. Scarface, is one of our co-leaders, and this base was hit like 6 times or something like that. It was like everybody was having a hard time attacking this base. It's kind of like a tricky base because it's one of those like a square ring base. Once the troops get into like a third layer of the base, it start like going around because of this ring that's inside. She's starting a funnel on the other side. Queen kills the clan castle troops, drops the golem on the other side. Start doing your funnel. Start doing the wizards. Dropping the Valkyries, dropping the jump. Oh, one thing about this attack that was interesting is the queen was on the other side, and they had to start on the other side because of the placement of the clan castle. I guess they trying to trick the attacker, just like attack from this side or attack on this side. Well, we have pretty good attackers; they can actually um, plan accordingly. It's like how you set up your base. Pretty much Town Hall 9 for us now is like pretty much almost like every single one is like 3-star, fresh. Doesn't matter what the setup of the base is. But some of the base, like this one right here, was somehow pretty tricky with some of our guys. But nonetheless, sure enough, this was a pretty much impressive attack because it was perfectly timed. The other ones were actually like the troops were like going around, and then there were like the hogs were just like dying for some reason. And here you go, cleanup. Our next attack is number 12. So JM attacked this base with uh Gova bow. Started a queen walking aside. This the reason why I started this base because it's a popular base. This is a dragon flower base, what they call it. And this is base right here is pretty much very common because it's an internet base. I forgot who made this base. I think it's I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, there you go. Starting the funnel on the other side right away because you don't want to run out of time. There's one thing about this base though, you have to be quick because this dragon flower base is pretty tricky. You run out of time if you don't like attack this base right. But using a Valkyrie though, the Valkyrie is pretty fast. Once you rage him, it pretty much destroy. Like, see that? Like in 10 seconds, it's pretty much the base will be gone. Like 40% of them. The jump swell was perfectly placed. Put it in the middle, and they can pretty much go anywhere, any side. The bowler's doing a good job on cleaning up on the outside. It's what you wanted to happen though. It's like you want the bowlers to be actually going on the side to actually start cleaning up while your main kill squad is actually in the middle, destroying everything in the middle. And in a perfect scenario, the queen will be on the other side with the healers, cleaning that side. So in this one right here, it didn't go that way, but still, it was still a good attack. Next attack will be number 11. This base was also hit like several times. It's like pretty tricky because the expo is actually maxed out to Town Hall 10. It has a level 3 expos. Because like 9 Town 9 defense, everything else, but except for the expos, they increase the hit point, the damage per second on the expo, so it's kind of like harder to kill this base because of that. And it's pretty tricky because this base was attacked like HGHB and air attack and all Valkyrie attack, but this one right here it was attacked kind of like a Gova bow attack. Hmm. That's right. They're level 4 Expos. My son Paul Zyler is collecting correcting me. He's right. There you go. This one right here is pretty tricky because of the gap. See the gap on the tile is like one, two, three, four, five, six. Even though you put a jump in there, they're not gonna go in the middle because of the gap. So you just have watch out for that. Make sure you save. If there was a Tesla in there that would have popped, yes, it would have gone in there. But since there was no Tesla at the time when you put in a jump, they would not go in there. But still, though, it was an impressive attack. Save the heal for the last, and you got the healer to help you out. Okay, this one is number 10. Number 10 was also a impressive attack. It's another like air attack. This space right here is C is like also set up for like an air attack because the expos are down. Queen are exposed on the outside and the clan castle is close by the queen. Air sweepers, they're facing the other way. You can pretty much get all that. Mm, there's a there was a delay on the dragon because they didn't come out like right. But still though. Start doing the funnel, try to get the second air defense. There's one thing though, is if you see the air defense like on the outside or like close to one another, you might want to take advantage of that. And you see the X-bow is like pointing down, that sure enough will be like a good air attack. Good job by Kyle to actually start recognizing that. Starting to exploit the weakness of the base. Drop the haste spell. That's one thing too. Is like the balloons are like really slow, so you gotta make sure it's like you time it to where they gonna need it to where they going. That was perfect right there. They get like two swag haste spell. Yep, it's 3-star right there. Yeah, so this is our last attack. Town all 9. Number 8 is attacked by Jackie. This is a interesting base because you can tell that this base is actually had a lot of possible double giant bombs. There's like a lot of trick to it. I mean, it's almost like symmetrical, but it's not. But it's a pretty good setup base in a way. The queen is actually exposed though; it's not protected. There's one thing you have to do is like protect the queen at all times. It's good that the clan castle is like center, but you have to protect the queen. This two has to work to one another. It's like the clan castle and the queen. You see other like YouTubers or like players that actually put in the clan castle like close to the outside now with the queen, sort of like protecting it. Those are actually easy to kill if you know what you're doing. And that's one thing that you should try to avoid is actually putting your clan castle and the queen on the outside exposed because now because there's a skeleton spell that you can actually use to kill the queen. If you know how to do that right, it's like pretty easy to do. This one right here, that's the reason why I was telling you it was a trick because you do the queen walk. This air defense right here actually plays to where they can actually get your healers, and by the time you realize that it's probably too late. See the Valkyries like the whole like troops are like going on the outside. There's nothing that you can do. You just have to make sure that you be patient with what you need to do. If you put like the jump spell like right there, they're not really gonna go there. They're gonna keep on going around because all the trash buildings on the outside. She's saving all the spell for the last because she's gonna need it like later. Okay. There's one thing too. There was luck right here. It's like the X-bow is locked onto the bowler with two healers. Okay, and